What's going on, everybody? This is ODC, it's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the Batman Arkham Knight action figure from Series 1 from DC Collectibles. This is Harley Quinn, and this is her look from Arkham Knight, the upcoming game that's coming out, so stay tuned for that, guys, because, God, I can't wait for this game to come out. Oh my God, I've been waiting since Arkham City came out. I've been waiting for this game. Since I saw the end of Arkham City, I've been waiting for this game to come out. A lot of people did not like Arkham Origins. I don't have a problem with that game, really. There's some continuity errors that are in Arkham Origins, but for the most part, the game was fun and enjoyable, and I liked it. So I know I'm in the minority when people talk about Arkham Origins, but I still liked it. It was a fun game, and they tried their hardest to do what Rocksteady did, and because it was a totally different company. It was Warner Brothers Montreal, and I thought they still did a good job. I thought it was a decent game, but for some reason it just didn't sell, and the people that did buy it, I guess, had some issues with it. Overall, like I said, the game was good. But Harley here, we're talking about Arkham Knight now because that's what's coming out. Harley here comes with some cool accessories. I wasn't too high on this figure when she first came out. Let me just put her arm down so she's not pointing a gun at you guys the whole time. That's what Mr. J would have wanted. Sorry, that's a horrible impression. I'll try not to ever do that again. But I'm not promising anything. Yeah, so Arkham Knight's coming out. Super excited for that. Like I said, if you haven't pre-ordered the season pass, go out and do it because it's going to be worth the $40, guys. We're getting 4 DLCs and all that fun stuff. There's so much content in this game. All the Batmobile skins and stuff like that. So please do yourself a favor and get the season pass because you might regret it. And, I mean, I don't know. There's people like me that I can't wait a year for the Game of the Year edition that might come out. But talking about this figure, because I'll shut up about that now. She looks great. I don't think she's not my favorite. This isn't my favorite look for her. I still think Arkham Asylum, and we'll get to some size comparisons in a little bit. I still think Arkham Asylum's design and overall look trumps this figure, but I definitely think she's better than the Arkham City Harley Quinn. That figure, something's a little off on that figure. It's just the face. When I originally saw this, the face of her, on the prototype images, I was like, a little hesitant, and then when I was like, I'll wait for a couple people to review it, I saw Rob's Rogues review it, and he did a great review, so if you want to check that out, you can check out his channel in the description box below. I'm trying to talk too fast. But then I saw his review, and I was like, you know what? She looks pretty good. I think I'm going to get her. So, looks really good. I think, like I said, this is her Arkham Knight look. She's going to have a playable DLC package as well. A whole story, a Harley Quinn story. She does come with accessories. She does come with 2 sets of hands. An open hand for the left side. Excuse me. And a gripping trigger hand for the right side, in case you want to have her hold the gun in that side and have this hand open, or if you want to have her hold the bat in this hand, she can hold the bat in the trigger finger hand as well. But she does come with a bat, which is kind of like her batarang, or her go-to weapon, like Nightwing has his Screama sticks. She also has a jack-in-the-box, which is, I'm guessing, some sort of bomb that she'll be using. And she has some sort of detonator right here, so looks pretty cool. Kind of like a little hint at Harley Quinn's Revenge DLC from Arkham City, which she had the detonator at the end of the... I don't know if you played that DLC, but... And she also comes with a handgun. So, looks cool. Fits in her hand nicely. Fits in both sets of hands nicely. I noticed this hand's a little bit loose when I pop them out and they're very easy to pop out of her wrist there. This one's a little bit looser than I'd like, but it's not too bad. This one fits in just fine. She does have a hinge joint at the wrist as well, to point out that most usually DC Collectibles figures don't have that wrist joint. Usually it's a swivel but no hinge. Overall, I think she looks cool with her little tutu, and you know, this looks like Harley. I mean, you can't say that it doesn't. You can't say that this design does not look like something Harley would wear, because she totally would. She's got her kind of trademark pigtails right there. She's got a little bit of a Bieber going on here. A little bit of a Bieber. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But for the most part, I think the face looks much better than the prototype images. As far as her articulation goes, her head does move side to side. It does tilt side to side as well. So you get that. There's no jive turkeys. Damn it. Her head does look down. It does look up like a hair past eye level. There's eye level. Her arms do go up. They do go down. She can do a full 360 rotation. She does have a single bend at the elbow and a elbow swivel. Like I said, she's got the wrist hinge, which goes in and out. And then she does have a swivel at the wrist as well, and they are just pegged in, so you can unpeg them very easily and peg the other hand in if you want. She does have a diaphragm joint which swivels. Does it pivot back and forth though? I'd say a little bit. Like, you can kind of get her to move over just a little bit, but it does swivel for the most part. I think that's what it's meant to do. Does she have a waist swivel as well? No waist swivel there. She does have T-jointed hips, and there is no clear plastic joint anymore. Yes, thank you so much, DC Collectibles, for stop doing that. But she can get into the splits about that far, which is pretty decently done, seeing as she has this like rubberized tutu on. My tutu. But there you go. She can do the splits about that far, and her leg can go forward. This is a pliable rubber right here, this tutu, so it is, you can move it forward, leg forward nicely, and she does have an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, which she needed so badly for her to have an action figure. She does have a boot swivel, an ankle hinge, and she does have that nice ankle pivot, that Marvel Legends ankle pivot, which is very nicely done. So she is what she needs to be if you want to get her into some like dynamic poses or whatever you're trying to do with her. You can pretty much get done with her with whatever Marvel Legend female character can do. She can pretty much do. She pretty much has everything a Marvel Legend would have, pretty much. So even female Marvel Legends have single bends at their elbow, so she's pretty on par with what a female Marvel Legend has to offer. So she's right up there. I think this is a pretty good figure. I think the articulation-wise, detail-wise, sculpt-wise, and paint application-wise, articulation-wise, she's right on par with Marvel Legends. I would say she's got better paint apps, better detail, and a better sculpt than any female Marvel Legend that I've ever seen. So, and you can take that to the bank. No, I'm just kidding. But she looks really cool. She comes with really cool accessories. I'm going to get into some size comparisons and comparisons in general with some other Harley Quinn action figures. But like I said, really cool detail on this Jack in the Box as well. They did a really good job, and you can actually turn the little handle on here without it snapping off or breaking. And it is just kind of boing, boing. There you go. So it's got a little spring right there. Unfortunately, the head does not go back in the box. I don't really need it to. It's a cute little accessory that she's going to use as a gadget to kill people in the game. And there will be killing in the game. This is rated M for mature, this game, so a lot has changed in some years, people. Like I said, here's another close-up look at her hands, the extra hands, and the detonator. Just want to give another quick little look at everything. And the bat is actually very light, so if it does move around her hand, and these hands are very pliable, so you can manipulate the fingers to be a little bit tighter on the bat if you need to. I think one thing that I would have added on is I've seen some images and some trailers of her being able to hold the bat on her back like this. It would have been nice if she had like a little holster on here. You could have popped the bat right there, because I have seen her hold it on her back. So maybe that would be one thing I would improve, but I think she's a really well done figure. I'm going to pause real quick, and I'll be right back with some more Harley Quinn comparisons and stuff. Okay, that didn't take very long. And we're back, and here we have the Asylum look, which is my favorite look for her. And then we have the City look, which is probably my least favorite figure out of the three. I would say it goes first, second, third. Articulation-wise, it goes first. I'd say... Ooh, because these two are very similar. First, second, third. She's pretty much third in every category. I'm still on the lookout for the Harley Quinn's Revenge Harley Quinn. This is just her City look, and that's her Asylum look. But I think this one has the best face out of all of them that I've seen so far. So this one has the best face and the best outfit, I think. And then I would say maybe her, and there's then her. So pretty much third in every category for this poor figure. But not that there's anything really wrong with that figure, this figure right here from City. It's just, I don't know, the face isn't the best. The articulation's pretty much on par with the older figure. And whenever an older figure is on par with a newer figure, I always revert back to the older figure. So this is the better figure to get. If you were to get one, and if you don't care about articulation, I would say get her. She's the best one. If you do want articulation, I'd say, and you want one for posing and stuff like that, ACBA or whatever you want to do, displays, I'd say Arkham Knight is your one Harley Quinn that you would want. And then, you know, if you're a completist and you want all of them, then, you know, you're going to have to get the City one. So there you go. But, yeah, so definitely they're all pretty much on the same height. I'd say this Arkham City Harley Quinn is a little bit shorter than both of the other two. I'd say Asylum is the tallest of the three, and then so it goes tallest to shortest pretty much right here. There you go. So setting those aside, we're still talking about the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn. And would I recommend this figure? Absolutely. I picked her up for $19.99 from my local comic shop and didn't have a problem getting it. Didn't think twice about getting it. If you're interested, or you know, you don't have many comic shops in your area, I know GameStop this weekend, I think it's until the 7th of June, is having a sale at their every GameStop location is having a Batman weekend. So they're selling the Red Hood figure, Harley Quinn, Scarecrow, and Batman. So if you want to pick that up, you can at your local GameStop. But if you do shop around, I would suggest you try and find her on eBay. I have seen her go for around $20 on eBay, 21, usually 22 is I think the highest for her I've seen go on Amazon speaking. But totally a great figure. I would recommend this figure, absolutely. She's a good one. Don't sleep on her, guys. She's a good one. Good articulation, good sculpt, better face than I thought it was going to be. And this is like a sleeper figure out of this first wave that we got. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you guys on the flip side.